I'm heading into a doctor's appointment. Got to get my annual physical. And I just thought I'd do a different type of Thankful Thursday. Not going to really show any knives because I am driving state of Michigan. It's technically legal not to be hands-free. So I'm not going to be playing around too much because I really don't need a big-ass ticket. I guess I didn't have to use a dirty word there for that. But, it's just a donkey. I don't need a big donkey ticket. So as I'm driving in here, it's just I've been thinking a lot about how blessed I really am. I have friends on YouTube, so I literally have friends from around, literally around the world, which is kind of sort of cool. I'm hoping someday to maybe be able to travel to Europe, maybe meet some of the people that are over there in Europe, like maybe Patty up there and, Steven, maybe Wee Judd and, stuff like that. Don't know if it's ever going to happen. And I lent out my truck the other day to my daughter, and she discombobulated my seat. And I'm struggling to get it back where I like it again. Isn't that weird? How, little stupid things like that, you're like, something's wrong. But anyways, I just thought I'd make this quick Thankful Thursday about, the friendships that I've developed here on YouTube. I need to be a better friend. I need to start making more calls because I am blessed and I get so many calls from people, and I'm really bad at returning calls or sending calls out. Maybe not returning calls, but I'm really bad at being the one that initiates the calls. So I need to work on that and shoot not only on YouTube friends, but friends that are here in Michigan, even locally. I don't know why it is. It's just I struggle with that. It's pretty sad actually. But that we all have our struggles. Again, being a Thankful Thursday, I wanted to let you all out there know how grateful I am for you all. My YouTube friends, my YouTube family. And then, I'm so blessed that I have my family here locally. I have my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandson, my grandpuppy, my wife, my mother-in-law. I'm a blessed man when it comes down to it. I think, at least for me, maybe I'm just an oddball. I think sometimes I take things for granted, and I don't necessarily mean to. It's just I get in a rut, and I'm like, well, this is just what it is. This is who it's going to be and how it's going to be. And, these people, they love me. I don't have to worry about it. But, it's not that you have to worry about it, but it's sometimes that you do need to, what's the right word I'm looking for? Reciprocate the love. That you need to, let them know that you love them back and that you are appreciative of them too. And that's not only for family, that's for friends, Friendship is, as I get older, I realize friendship isn't what I thought it was as a little child. As a child, I thought it was the person that, hey, my friend's going to come over and we're going to play. As you get older, and sometimes you still have your friends that you play with. Like I have a friend here locally that most of the time we get together and we're working on something. We're doing a project, whether it's something on a vehicle or it's something, just putzing around, just having a good time talking and getting something done. And then I have other friends that when we get together, it's more like just sitting down, relaxing, chatting, catching up, enjoying the time together with each other. And, I guess for lack of better terms, reconnecting. You don't realize, at least I don't and didn't, that as an adult, we all get so busy in our own little things that we're doing that we sometimes forget or sometimes don't realize just how busy we have been, that we haven't made that time for our friends. We haven't made that time for our family. And I think, at least for me, that's one of my goals this year, is to be better at, I don't know if I want to call it time management, because I don't really think that's what it is per se, but better at reaching out, better at letting those that I do care about, knowing that I do care about them, And sometimes that's just a simple thing. It's just a phone call and saying, hey, how you doing? Haven't heard from you for a while. You know, and I thought about you. See, that's where I'm horrible. I think about people. I think about calling them, then I never move forward. You know, so I need to get to where when I think about somebody, think about calling them, that I call them. Another thing I have to work on is I've realized that my pain has become such a part of my life that I sometimes don't realize that when I call and talk to somebody, even on my YouTube videos, I've noticed that I kind of sort of dwell on my pain. I'm like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. And not to sound rude, people want to know how you're doing, but they don't want that to be the whole context of a video, the whole context of a phone call. You know, they want to talk with you. They want to talk with you about your passions, about your hobbies, about their passions, about their hobbies. It's like the other day I had a great call from Tom, Knife Delights, History Delights. We had a wonderful conversation. He was telling me about the Civil War. He likes reenacting the Civil War, History Delights. How he had, I'm probably going to get this wrong, Tom, I apologize. I can't remember if it was two grandparents that were both in the same regiment or different regiments that might have met in the Civil War, or it was uncles. Great uncles, you know, of course, it's not grandparents, it'd be great great grandparents, great, you know, but I can't remember exactly, but a very cool story. And you know, you start to wonder, did these two men actually meet sometime, you know, 100 years before their families became a family, and it's just, you think about things like that, and then you think about, you know, what's happened in life and how things are going. And, you know, it was so cool listening to Tom talk about, you know, his passion about the Civil War. And it actually motivated me. I've been doing a little bit of reading, nothing big, just little, for lack of better terms, cliff notes, you know, just refreshing some stuff. And, man, it's so cool when you talk to somebody that has a true passion, because it even if it's not your cup of tea, at least for me, it invigorates me. It makes me, you know, go like, wow, you know, and try to like get more into like what I am into. And yeah, maybe I don't know, I'm trying to over explain it. I think you all understand. You know, that's one thing I'll say. You all are very bright here on YouTube, especially the knife community. We are so blessed to have this community that we have. Sometimes I get feeling down, feeling sorry for myself, and you don't even realize it, guys and gals. You all lift me up with your videos. I watch them, and I get so excited. I see somebody's new knife, or knife they've had, or knife they've restored, or whatever, and at that moment, your all's passion is so awesome. You know, you're like, how do I want to put it? It's like a little kid on Christmas morning that got the gift they've wanted. Y'all are so happy, and I hope I put that forward in my videos too. I've been watching some of my videos, and I noticed some of them are, well, you know, none of us make 100% awesome videos. It's just the way life is, you know. But I just wanted to thank y'all today. Today, you know, my Thankful Thursday is just, you know, it's a thank you to my family if they watch these. I don't think they do really, but it's also, the biggest thing is it's a thank you to you all, my YouTube friends and family here. You guys, you have no idea how much you lift me up. You know, I get down, I get bummed, and like I said, I watch one of your all's videos, and I feel better about life. I feel, you know, it's like, wow, this person enjoys this knife so much that they just made a 15-minute, a 20-minute, a 30-minute video, you know, a 5-minute video about this knife. Or, you know, there's also those people out there like Big Jim, you know, Barlow Brigade. Sometimes his videos for me get a little long, but I appreciate his passion in those videos. I appreciate the fact that he is wanting to just share, you know, his his stuff, his passions, what's happened that week, what's happened that day, you know. And it's just, I watch the videos all the way through, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the happiness, the passion, you know. And it's just, unfortunately, I am suffering what so many people in the world today suffer, and what I call that is instant gratification. You know, we all are we want instant gratification, that sometimes it's hard to sit there and go, oh, I gotta watch a 30-minute video. But you know what I find myself as I watch those longer videos, and I find myself enjoying them, you know. So you guys that make the longer videos, please keep it up. You know, I sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I get there and I watch, I see, I'm like, oh man, it's a 20-some minute video, it's a 30-minute video. But then I catch myself watching the whole video and enjoying it and appreciating it. So keep it up. It's just, you know, I gotta work on myself. You know, that's one thing. I just read this morning's, I have this book on helping to rewrite your thought process. And the thing this morning was about being grateful for stuff and taking the time to appreciate stuff and taking the time to appreciate yourself, you know, because you're trying to rewrite your mind for positive self-talk. And I realized that I got to stop when I see something, you know, oh, it's a long video, get that in my head. I got to just go, cool, a long video, let's watch it, you know. And like I said, I think it's a lot of just the way community society is today, that we just, you know, we want instant gratification. And that to me is an unfortunate thing. And I've fallen into the give me now instant gratification hole myself. It's something I have to work on. But you know, it's self-improvement is just something that's important. And if you stop improving, you stop growing. And you know, I'm 53 years old now. You know, I'm not an old man, but I want to keep growing. I want to try to always improve somehow, some way. You know, if it's physical activity, maybe yesterday, you know, with everything going on, I could only do 5 push-ups. Maybe today I did 5.5, or I did 6. You know, I want to always try to improve somehow. You know, it's just my YouTube videos. I always try to do better. I try to figure out a way to make them better. I'm not always successful. You know, I'm not going to lie about that. Yeah, I got to get a drink real fast. I'm sitting here at a stoplight, a corner that we lovingly call up here Chum's Corners. Drinking my Dr. Pepper Mountain Dew Zero. And I don't know how it got the name Chum's Corners. I think it was the person that used to own this whole area. His last name was Chum, or maybe his first name was Chums. Yeah. If you live in the area, you'll know exactly where this is. But yeah, I'm going to be shutting this video off here pretty soon. I'm going to stop and get a quick little sandwich, breakfast sandwich for breakfast before I go to the doctor for my annual physical, and then have my annual physical. Hopefully everything's good, you know. I guess I'll find out really quick. Probably about an hour, because I got appointments in a half hour from now. And, you know, you always got to sit there and talk and babble and, you know, pick your nose a couple times. The doctor's got to pick their butt a couple times to figure everything out. And so, you know, I'll find out here in a few minutes. I'm getting ready to turn into the restaurant right now to get my breakfast sandwich. As soon as I get in the parking lot, I'm going to end this video. And then, yeah, we will, I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for going along on the ride with me today. I truly appreciate it. And just want to let you all know that I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and share. And with that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.